popping, guys? What's happening? What's happening, guys? Before I say anything, I just want to say we've hit 1,000 subscribers and I am so excited. That's why I was even doing my Vuli Gates dance, guys. Like, I am so excited. I appreciate you guys, and I want to say thank you to my new subscribers for subscribing. My old subscribers was popping. Y'all already know what time it is. And to everyone that has not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Woo! So I've got a story time for you guys today. I'm not gonna make it long. So I grew up very reserved. Like, I never really liked things. Even in high school, I had a high school sweetheart at like 16. We dated for 2 years, like 16, 17. But it was nothing much. It was literally just, I used to only see him at school and we never did anything. The most that we've ever done was actually kiss, and it ended there. And the fact that my mom had me at 17 made me stay away from boys. Like, I didn't like boys because I didn't want to get pregnant. I basically didn't want the same thing that happened to her to happen to me. So, like, literally, I stayed a virgin for a very long time. I only broke my virginity after 21. And it was not even because I wanted to wait for marriage or anything, but I don't know, I wasn't ready, man. Especially in high school. Yo, there were so many hoes. I used to see how their lives were, and I always tell myself that I don't want to be like that. I will have sex when I'm ready to have sex. You know, I'll break my virginity when I feel like I'm okay to break it. So I literally stayed a virgin until after I turned 21. Hey, and the way it happened. So the year I turned 21 in January, and it literally happened around March the same year. So I met this guy at an audition. I don't think I've told you guys that I'm into TV stuff. I've only told you guys about the music videos that I've done, but I'm into acting, presenting, and just TV stuff. Like, I love television. So I met this guy at an audition. It was just someone just behind me, and then we just started talking about, you know, what we were auditioning for. And yeah, after the audition, we exchanged numbers. We basically became friends. Like, we would talk here and there. I wasn't really interested in him like that. I also didn't know that he was interested in me like that. So we just started talking as friends. Like, yeah, we were chilled, man. Like, just, we became good friends over the phone. And then this other time, I had a shoot around his area where he stayed. And then I told him that I was going to be around his area. And then he was like, okay, cool. After work, he can come and fetch me and we can chill and stuff. I was like, okay, cool. I finished shooting, and then I told him, and then he came to fetch me. And then we went to chill. You know, and I'm thinking I'm going to get food and eat and go home. Kopi. Where? That did not happen. I didn't eat and leave. I ate. And we chilled, we were talking. Guys, like, I don't even know what happened. Like, I don't even know what happened. Like, I used to chill with guys before. I mean, I stayed a virgin for a very long time. So I'd be around guys, but nothing would happen. But that specific night, something happened. So we chilled, I ate, we were listening to music and stuff. And then next thing, kiss. I was like, okay, cool. I went with the flow. And this is not even someone that I liked to date or anything like that. I just thought he was a really cool guy. So yeah, we started kissing. And then clothes came off. Like, before that whole situation, I've had similar situations where, me and a guy would, like, be very close and kiss and stuff, but then something would always hold me back and I wouldn't go with it. So, like, I wouldn't do anything. But that night, let me tell you, like, I was so chilled. I removed my clothes. We did the nasty. Like, literally, that's how it happened. it was so weird. The fact that like I didn't even have my guard up that night and I allowed it to happen. And you know what the funny thing is? I never even told him I was a virgin. I just kept quiet and I went with the flow. But he could tell that there's something going on here. Cause you know the girl was tight. He could tell. So he was very gentle. It was, you know, I hear a lot of people complain, you know, about how they lost their virginities. You know, people have horrible stories, but my story was not horrible at all. Like, he was just so gentle with me. You know, everything went great, actually. And when we were done with everything, I was like, okay, dude, actually, you just broke my virginity. And then he was like, yeah, he could tell, and that's why he was being gentle and stuff. And I was like, yo, okay. Like, I just laid down there, because you know, when you keep your virginity for a very long time, it becomes your pride and joy. So for the longest time, you know, that was like the thing that I felt like it made me who I was at that time, you know, because I held it with such pride and joy, if that's good English. So when it was not there anymore, I didn't know I didn't know how to handle the whole situation, actually. So I just lay there, and we basically both just kept quiet for the longest time. And then it came very late and I had to go home. You know, he walked me to the taxis. Yo, guys. And he was also a young guy, Shem. He was still trying to build his life as well. Like, he stayed at a cottage somewhere. So he walked me to the taxis, and yeah, I came home. And when I came home, like, I was numb. I didn't know how to feel. Not that I had a horrible experience or anything, but I didn't know how to feel. Like, that was something that was part of me for 21 years, basically. So I came home. People were sitting in the lounge. I just said good evening, and then I went straight to my room. I undressed, and then I went to the bathroom and I took a bath, like a hot bath. I just sat in the bath like, okay, sis, what did you just do? What just happened? I sat in that bath for like almost the whole night. My mind had so many thoughts. I was thinking, okay, like, what do I do now? Like, how do I move forward from this? Because I mean, I've had this thing for the longest time ever. But anyways, the girl moved on, you know, we moved, and me and the guy became very close. We basically started dating, and yeah, things went well for like the first month. And then the second month, Zulu man, he started becoming a typical Zulu man. Typical Zulu man. Like, he started just being weird, man. Like, he started being distant. Now it was like I was the one lingering him, you know. It was like I was the one chasing him. Like, he started being very weird. Like, I had a job that time as well. He was working and I was working as well. So sometimes he'd be like, sometimes he'd be like, if you're coming over, bring pizza. What? Hell, what the hell? Like, the guy was a scrub. Like, basically he was a scrub, and I didn't know. And a scrub is a man that is not manly. A man that wouldn't mind if a woman does things for him. And I didn't know that until time went by. And me, I grew up in a household where my dad is a man. Like, he takes care of everything. Even with my uncles, you know, back home in the Eastern Cape, there were men. They used to take care of everything. So now a man asking me to do things for him, I was like, this is not it, bro. This is not it. Like, yeah, man, he started being very weird, and he would, you know, request things like that. And because sis was a clown, because I was a clown, you know, I went with it. You know, I didn't know anything. And I mean, that guy broke my virginity. So I fell in love with him. That was actually my first love. He took my V card. So, you know, I got very attached to him. This is when I started becoming a clown in life. Because after this guy, that's when more assholes came into my life. So it's like he literally opened the door for more assholes to come into my life. Like, when I sit down now and look back, I realize that I've actually never had like a decent boyfriend. So this is where it all started. It started with this Zulu gent. This Zulu gent showed me flames, guys. Yeah. And then when he, you know, sometimes my brains would come back and I'd be like, you know what, let me just stay away from this guy. I wrote him a message like telling him that I don't like the way he's treating me. I don't like the things that have been happening. So I'm gonna stay away from you. Basically, that's what I wrote in the message. Guy never replied. 2 months later, he replied and he was like, what did he say, guys? I don't remember, but he said something as if he hasn't been quiet for 2 months. Like, he was just talking normally to me as if we're still okay. And guess what sis did? I made up with him and we made up. Because why? Because I was a clown. We made up and we got back together again. And then you know, the nonsense still continued. Like, he still was an asshole. So end of the year, that year, I was like, you know what, I don't want this for my life anymore. Because basically we dated that entire year, like when I was 21. Yeah, apart from those 2 months, he decided to be MIA. Yeah, so literally we dated for that whole year. So in December, I remember I went home to the Eastern Cape and I was just thinking about him and I was like, you know what, no man, I can't start in the following year like this. Like, this guy is literally taking advantage of me. He doesn't love me, he doesn't appreciate me. You know, I'm just there because I love him, but then love is not enough, guys. So I decided to break it off with him, like completely, officially. I broke up with him. And I don't even know what he said. I don't even know if he responded. But yeah, like, that's how it ended. And then, hey, the following year, like mid-year, we were each other's friends on Facebook. He posted some girl and then he was like, happy 6-year anniversary, babe. I was like, yeah? 6 years? What do you mean? Nigga, I was with you last year. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean 6 years anniversary with someone else, but I was with you? So basically, guys, he was never my man to begin with. This guy had a girl back home in KZN, and you know, now it's just this clown here in Joburg. So I was so shocked and I didn't even comment. I didn't even say anything. I kept it moving. And then towards the end of that year, he tried talking to me again and I was like, boy, bye. I don't think I even replied. I didn't reply, and that's how it ended. Never heard from him again, never saw him again. Literally, that's how it ended. And Zulu gents, Zulu gents, let me tell you something, because there was a time in life I really liked Zulu guys. I don't know why. I think it was the Zulu, because you know when they speak their Zulu, they're so sexy. Shem. That was the first Zulu gent I dated and he showed me flames. Anyways, that's how I lost my V card to a Zulu gent. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And also, guys, please hit the notification button so that when the girl comes on, you get notified. And yeah, man, thank you guys so much. I will see you guys next time.